imposing tough new export rules on Huawei and SMIC. The island's trade agency has added both firms to a high-tech export blacklist, citing national security and weapons proliferation concerns. Now, any Taiwanese firm must get government clearance before shipping tech to companies on that list. The move brings Taiwan closer in line with the United States. The U.S. blacklisted Huawei in 2019 and semiconductor manufacturer International Corp in 2020, cutting them off from most American tech. Neither Huawei nor SMIC has immediately responded to questions about the new restrictions.
Has accepted a request to receive migrants deported from the United States. The initial plan is to take in 50 deportees per year. The U.S. is looking for partners willing to take in third-party nationals. This is part of President Donald Trump's plan to carry out a record number of deportations. Kosovo already has a deal to receive 300 prison inmates from Denmark beginning in 2027. In return for over $241 million over the next decade. The country has also expressed interest in receiving deportees from Britain. Kosovo and U.S. relations are particularly strong. The U.S. led efforts to support Kosovo's independence from Serbia in 2008. Kosovo's government said that they hold the support of the U.S. in high regard. Taiwan is eyeing sea drones to counter the military threat from communist China, as the island takes lessons from Ukraine. One company is now testing that could eventually become a powerful but not flashy new weapon. Here are the details.
Just off a small fishing port on Taiwan's Pacific coast, a local company is testing what could be a new weapon in the island's military arsenal: sea drones. They're a powerful, if unglamorous, weapon that's been used to great effect by Ukraine in the Black Sea against Russia. Now, Taiwan's learning how it could use sea drones as an effective and low-cost way to fend off any possible Chinese invasion. China views democratically governed Taiwan as its own territory and has ramped up its military pressure over the past 5 years, while Taiwan's government rejects Beijing's sovereignty claims. This Sea Shark 800 unmanned surface vessel, or USV, has been developed by Taiwanese manufacturer Thunder Tiger. The company's chairman, William Chen, told Reuters that they've seen USVs being deployed in Ukraine to ambush Russia, and that Taiwanese companies were paying attention.
If you look at the situation at the Taiwan Strait, we are outnumbered by China. But if we have enough USVs, we can deploy them along the east coast across Taiwan. They won't know where we placed them, as they are too small to detect and can be hidden. Therefore, every step becomes a danger, and this is a deterrence.
Chen told Reuters the Sea Shark 800 can carry 2,600 pounds of explosives and travel up to 310 miles. These uncrewed and remotely controlled small vessels can be guided towards ships or potentially even attack targets in the air. They're being developed in Taiwan at a time when the United States is pushing the country to transform its armed forces, with a view to wage asymmetric warfare using mobile, smaller, and often cheaper weapons, which still pack a targeted punch. Chen Kuan-ting, a lawmaker for Taiwan's ruling party who sits on the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee, told Reuters that USVs can deter China. He says that's because Taiwan is not the attacking side.
As long as we are prepared, we can defend our capital effectively. The whole island can be defended. So now we need to figure out the most economical way to effectively deter China, so they know that if they invade Taiwan, they are going to pay a much higher cost and face greater difficulties than if it were Ukraine. This is what we do next. The best way is to prevent war from ever happening.
Taiwan's Defense Ministry's Research and Development arm has termed the sea drone plan the Swift and Sudden Project. So far, it has a modest budget of around $26 million, with Taiwan's defense minister this week saying sea drones would be included in an additional spending package yet to be announced. Next week, Thunder Tiger will be among 12 Taiwanese and foreign companies joining a defense ministry exhibition to showcase USVs that may end up being added to